Alright guys, now we got the Gamo Urban back with us. I call this rifle the Urban Frankenstein or the Franken Urban, however you want to call it. Guys, this guy came back from the dead pretty much. So let's start in the barrel. What happened with the barrel? Guys, as you guys know, I had this rifle for almost 4 years or 4 years, and I break the baffle system on this rifle, the one that came from factory. I was shooting this rifle in the backyard and I forgot how many pellets I put in. I put 2 pellets in the barrel and then I shot them. I break the baffle system and the front end and the plastic suppressor system on this rifle. So what I did and how I addressed that, I cut it off and I milled down the end part of the plastic to find out what we got. And what I find out was a thinner part of the barrel. So I made the mistake to cut it, that thinner part, which is right around 1 inch or 1.5 inches, 2 inches, somewhere around there. That happened about a year ago. So I make that mistake, and then, however, guys, if you cut a barrel, you saw a barrel down, guys, you haven't crowned the barrel, the rifle is not gonna be accurate. So I crowned the barrel and I got the rifle back on target. But what I find out was the rifle was stupid loud and I couldn't shoot it in my backyard, so I don't have much time to work with it. I've been working out of town, but the last few days I was working with the rifle, getting everything back on running, back on system. So pretty much what I did was, after I cut that part off, I ordered this sliding system, which is the one of those UNF 1/2 inch threads that you can slide into any barrel. I ordered this one from Donnie FL about a year ago, but I have no time to work with it and crown the barrel. So I ordered it. I can't remember the size exactly, but I went for the size of this barrel and ordered it from them, I'll say. And then, guys, this is working great. The only thing that I need to mention to you, if you are gonna do this at the home, make sure you goes with a bigger size of suppressor. Let's say you're shooting 177, go with 22, or if you're shooting 22, go with 25. And that's a process to do it with this rifle or any rifle. And guys, after I did that, put this tattoo, which is my favorite in my opinion, because it's a smaller than any others pretty much. And the tanto works great, but I don't have the tanto on 25. I have it on 22, and this rifle is on 22. So the tattoo is my favorite because it's smaller and it doesn't show in my reticle. Also, the Fat Boy works great on this rifle, but you need a higher mount so you don't see the suppressor on your reticle or your glass. That's gonna happen very soon. I'm gonna order high mounts because this one, I love it. It works great, even better than the Tatsu. So after all, guys, that's it for a barrel. I'll put that sticker on top, which is look like it is and carbon fiber, but it's not a carbon fiber. Also, I put it on the tank because I did a couple scratch and dents on this barrel and the tank while I was working fixing this barrel. After all, guys, it's shooting pretty good again. And the next thing that I want to touch base with this is the regulator. I installed a human regulator and guys, it's doing great. But common questions that you guys have been asking me in my previous video when I put the regulator, it was if I lost shot count. And I noticed, yes, I did. This rifle we're shooting from factory right around 35 usable shots, and I went down to 27 usable shots on the regulator, having the regulator and 120 bars. And guys, I turned down the power on the regulator and the power on the hammer spring to have more shots per fill. So now I'm right around 35 to 40 shots per fill. But guys, the velocity went down to 760, 75 with a 14.3. And guys, that's what you can choose. I like this rifle for small pest control like birds, squirrels, or rats. After all, guys, you can turn up the power to 800 feet per second. Passing 800 feet per second, I don't recommend it, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the regulator is doing good. It's very consistent. I'm very happy with the results on the regulator. Next, I turned up the pressure on the regulator back then, and I squeezed and turned that hammer spring to the max, and I was having 830 feet per second. It was good. I was having a less shot count per field, and I was right around 20 to 22 shots per field, but I was having more power. What happened next after that? Few weeks later, after I was working with it, guys, the cocking system on this rifle is a bolt action and then has a pin, which the pins drive the spring back. That pin, or whatever it's called, is a small piece of metal. It looks like a pin. That part bent and it breaks, and guys, give me a hell of a time to try to find one. I contact this guy on UK, and he sent me the part. This guy have a couple parts from the Gamo Urban, and he sent it over to me, and I put everything back on place, and now the rifle is shooting back. It's working, doing good stuff at 25, 35 yards. Guys, I don't recommend to turn on the power on this rifle passing 800 feet per second with a 14.3. Guys, if you're shooting 18 grains JSBs at 800 feet per second, you know you're over the power of this rifle. This rifle is basically made on 15 to 14 grains pellets to work the best. So after all, guys, the rifle is doing great, I think, at 25. And the last thing is the stock. The stock is doing great now. I put the back part of the stock. As you guys know, I did cut off the back part, the original stock. This is not the original stock from this rifle. My friend gave it to me. He got my original one. Guys, what happened with this original stock with my friend? He dropped his rifle from his stand and he break the back part. So I said, you know what, send it to me. I can let you use mine, and you can work and I can work something out with this rifle. So what I did was put this back stock, which is coming from Wish, and this is made for a Glock system. I can't tell you much about it, but this stock is made for one of these things that you can put in your Glock and get it into your shoulder and shoot around. It's very steady, pretty much. I'm pushing hard to see if it can move. So what I did was just drill a hole, push it in, and then put a couple nails through, and I said screws, and use some JB weld on the back. It's working good, guys. Nothing that I can tell is great, but in the future I'm gonna put an AR stock and see how I can fit an AR stock in here. After all, guys, this rifle is doing good. The bipod is great on the positioning. Before we have the bipod in front, now it's on the back, and it's doing great. Let's take a look at the results at 25 yards, guys. I'm just gonna shoot a target and see how everything goes and show you everything, guys. Also, I want to mention thank you guys for your support on Primal Shooter. I've been having a lot of good stuff back from you guys, a lot of good back fit. That's what I want to say, and I'm very happy with the results of that little project. And that little project is to try to bring some fun to all of you guys, the people who love the slingshot and the people who love airguns, and they're very similar. So guys, thank you for watching. Let's see all the results. The Crossman Premier Dome is a great pellet for this rifle at 25 and 50 yards. You won't be able to hear this rifle at 25 yards because the Tatsu is making a great job. Also, you can add the Sumo, and the Sumo will quiet even more this rifle. Here you got the full pound of energy shot by shot. Check out this group right next to a dime. I think that's great, guys, for this rifle. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you on the next one.